Not Monday, good Wednesday morning to you. Drew Richards here in the Shoals Weather StormTrack studio. Once again, tell you what, we've been active with severe weather these last several days. Busy weekend, lots of widespread wind damage across the Shoals area, southern Middle Tennessee. Saturday, again on Sunday, Calvert, Franklin, Lawrence counties in Alabama, tons of wind damage. Russellville got hit hard. And then Monday, more flooding. Unfortunately, had that lightning fatality in Florence on Monday. Not a lot of wind. Brief break yesterday, and as promised, here we are again today on Wednesday doing more severe weather coverage here. No severe weather yet, so good news there. No severe weather in the area just now, but we are tracking 2 rounds of possible severe weather. I wanted to come to you live this morning. Good morning, Stuart. Glad to have you with us, watching from Leeton. I wanted to come to you here just after 10 a.m., do a quick forecast discussion, forecast update, look at some of the models, talk about timing, answer any questions you may have. I know a lot of school systems are letting out early today. I think that's a good idea. Stuart watching from McDonald's in Tuscumbia. Good morning to you, Stuart, again. Glad to have you with us. School systems letting out early, and of course, a lot of this comes after school time, after 3 p.m., but you got to remember the buses have to run. So buses are sometimes running their routes until 4 or 4:30, and I think we have a very real threat for severe weather by probably 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30 here, moving into northwest Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, and northeast Mississippi. So let's get right over to the maps. That's what it looks like this morning. That's current radar. Looking at Columbus, Mississippi NextRad, and notice showers and thunderstorms off to the west. Nothing is severe, like I said, at this time. And we will be watching more thunderstorms develop during the day. Now, I'm going to tell you, we've got a best case scenario today would be showers and thunderstorms to move in early, keep us cool, keep us more stable, and that would lower the severe weather threat for later this afternoon. So I'm hoping that thunderstorm and rain activity you see over in Mississippi, I'm hoping that fills in a little bit, or at least keeps us mostly cloudy. And temperature here is only 76 at our studio. That's great. Models have us warming up into the lower 90s this afternoon ahead of round 1. So we still may have bad storms if we don't get into the lower 90s, but I think the severity and the tornado threat may be a little bit lower. So again, that's current radar. As we put that into motion, you'll see those are moving generally towards the Shoals area. Nothing is severe, like I said, at this time, but what we wanted to go through and look at today, we're going to turn radar off and look at the severe weather threat. Now, we are in a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for today. So what does that mean? Well, that's just big language, right? What does that mean? So think about how many severe storms we may have. So all those colors you see across the map, the darker the colors, the orange shaded area, which we are in, that just means we expect more severe storms than, say, the dark green color. Maybe severe storms in Kentucky, maybe severe storms in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, but we don't expect as many down there as what we expect up here in the Tennessee Valley and West Tennessee, all the way over to North Arkansas and southern Missouri for today. So again, if you're watching, if you got any questions, let me know. You'll see your chats pop up there on the left-hand side of the screen. But we are tracking a 1-2 punch for severe weather for today and tonight. There's your tornado probabilities for today. Now, of course, your eyes go to northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, western Tennessee. Yes, Storm Prediction Center has them in a higher tornado threat than we are. But what I've been seeing on some of the model runs last night and this morning have me pretty concerned about our tornado threat later this afternoon. Higher threat still off to the north and west. That will update this day 1 risk around midday today. So we'll have to see if the Storm Prediction Center updates that tornado threat and shifts it more into the Tennessee Valley area. But right now, tornado threat is there. There's your damaging wind threat. So where you see that dotted line or the hatching, that is a significant risk for widespread damaging winds, 60, 70, maybe 80 miles per hour. Everywhere in that red shaded area from Springfield, Missouri to Memphis, Jackson, the Shoals area, Huntsville, we are in the highest threat for widespread damaging winds later today and tonight. And there's your hail threat, significant hail threat, believe it or not. What day is today? I mean, I've been saying for a week, this is April and August. Literally, we are playing out a April weather pattern in the middle of summer. Very unheard of, very, very rare, but that's why I wanted to jump on this morning and let you know what we're watching, because again, we generally don't talk about tornadoes or widespread severe weather in August. It's just not really a thing down here in the deep south. Usually we're sunny and hot, pop-up thunderstorms. That's usually what we have every summer. Well, this summer is a little bit different. We are definitely in a springtime weather pattern in the middle of summer. So again, large hail definitely possible later today. Wouldn't be surprised to see some golf ball size hail and some of these supercells that form later today. So what I want to do real quick, I want to go over and look at some of the short range models. That's what I've been looking at all night. That's what I've been concerned about. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back in time just a little bit. We're going to play Time Traveler and go back to some earlier model runs through the night. Then I'm going to show you what is concerning just a little bit for the tornado threat later today. So here we are at early morning. Models did pretty good. Not a lot going on. Here we go, midday, showers moving in possibly in parts of the area. Probably nothing severe by that time. As we get later in the afternoon, look at that thunderstorm complex moving out of the Jackson, Tennessee area. If this model is right, those would be severe. And I'll show you in just a minute what kind of threats they're going to bring with them. That's 3 p.m. That's 4 p.m. moving into Wayne County, Hardin County, just north of the Waterloo area. Don't pay very much attention to the exact location because that really don't matter. We're looking for trends here. So that's 5 p.m., 2 big-time supercells right on top of us here. 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., okay? So that was an earlier model run this morning. We're going to skip ahead just a couple runs, and we're going to do the whole thing over again, and we're going to compare the two, right? So here we are again, morning, not much. It's picking up on the showers in North Mississippi. That's noon. That's 2 p.m. Don't think we'll have any severe weather between now and 2 p.m. But look, another model run, same look. 3 p.m., big storms moving southeast out of Jackson. 4 p.m., look at that, maxed out over Wayne County, Tennessee this time. Again, it don't really matter where the location is. What matters is the look is the same as what we just looked at a second ago. 5 p.m., big time supercell dropping into northwest Alabama. 6 p.m., there's another one in Wayne County. 7 p.m., another one down in Franklin County, moving into Lawrence County, Alabama. 8 p.m., round 1 starts to move out, and then our attention shifts back to the northwest because, look, there comes round 2 as of midnight, and that will be likely after midnight event for round 2. All right, let's go one model run forward. We're going to do this one or two more times. I'm going to show you why I'm concerned. So morning showers, 3 p.m. This is a little bit earlier. So that one is 3 p.m., big time cell over Corinth. 4 p.m. moving into northwest Alabama. 5 p.m. right through the Quad Cities metro area. 6 p.m. moving over to the Huntsville, Decatur area. 7 o'clock, another cell again pops up over Franklin County, moves into Lawrence County. 8, still a couple supercells around. 9, 10, starting to move out. All right, there comes round 2. 1 a.m., another line of thunderstorms coming in. Heavy rain, gusty winds, spin-up tornadoes possible, maybe some flooding overnight with all that heavy rainfall. All right, so pretty much the same look. Let's go one more ahead in time. This will be the last one we look at doing what we're doing here. We're going to look at the tornado parameters here in just a second. I'm going to, again, show you why I'm hoping we stay cooler than forecast for today. Here we go. 2 p.m., not a lot. 3 p.m., there comes our supercell trying to form back there in Jackson. Look what pops up right on top of us at 4 o'clock, Hardin County. Boom, big time thunderstorm. 5 o'clock, scattered supercells all around the area, large hail, damaging winds, and a tornado threat. 6 p.m., my goodness, you can see that black just maxing out on the forecast model. 7 o'clock, round 1 continues. 8 o'clock starts to push east. And I think by 9 or so this evening, round 1 will be gone. So round 1's out. Round 2, look at that. Midnight. Holy cow. One round of severe storms in August is not enough. We've got to do this twice today and tonight. So I'm going to show you why I'm a little concerned with the tornado threat for today. We're going to look at something called, where's it at in my list? Max updraft helicity. There it is. So that's a big word. All I need you to know for that, if you're not a weather nerd like we are, just know this is a model product that tells us where it thinks thunderstorms are going to be rotating. It does not mean these are going to be tornado tracks. So before I show you this, before you get all anxious, don't do it. This is just a model product that tells us, hey, these storms are going to be somewhere in this area and they may be spinning, and the brighter the colors, the more spin they may have in that thunderstorm. Now, so will that produce a tornado or not? Well, we don't know. We won't know until later this afternoon when we actually get storms on radar. But what we're looking at this morning is again run after run showing rotating thunderstorms developing pretty much right on top of us here in the Shoals area. This is the latest model run as of this morning. Notice how it's got that streak from Hardin County, Wayne County, Lawrence County, down into Limestone County in the Huntsville area. Don't look at that in the Shoals and be like, oh, look, we're good. We're escaped. We're not going to have any tornado issues today, right? Because I'm going to show you why. We're going to go back a couple model runs. We're going to look at the same thing. And, yeah. That's a whole lot of supercells that are spinning and bringing a tornado potential to the entire area later this afternoon and this evening. So again, I think if you're anywhere from, this is my non-SPC zone, from what I've seen is pretty much the US Highway 278 up to the US Highway 412 corridor. Anywhere in between those two lines, which is pretty much our entire area, that's pretty much where the models have been highlighting all night last night. I've got daughters and they slept horribly, and I was up all night watching the models run in since midnight, and all night long it has really highlighted that zone between Hamilton, Alabama and Columbia, Tennessee for being the primary threat for the potential. And again, it's just a potential. What happens if we don't have thunderstorms form this afternoon? We don't have any tornado threat, right? So again, everything we're talking about here is just a threat. It's a potential. Everything today is very conditional, and what that means is you got to have thunderstorms develop before you have a severe weather and a tornado threat. Things may go wrong today that prevents those thunderstorms from developing, and that's what we hope happens. But again, I need you to know this morning, I need you to take precautions this morning, kind of have a plan in place, because this is either going to be one of three things is going to happen. It's going to go boom, and we're going to have some really bad storms with a really serious tornado potential. It's going to go bust, and we're not going to have any thunderstorms at all, which is what I vote for. Or it's going to be somewhere in between. You know, we're going to have thunderstorms. They may be severe. We may have some scattered wind damage. We may have a couple spin-up tornadoes, but it won't be like crazy. You know, it won't be over the top, oh my God, kind of stuff. So one of those three things is guaranteed to happen today. Excuse me. And we're hoping that we keep that on a minimum for severe weather this afternoon. Real quick, the 14Z HER has just come in. So let's take a look at that, because we didn't look at this earlier. This is the brand new model run, hot off the presses. There's 3 p.m. There's 4 p.m. So one thing I noticed immediately here, a little bit trend northward, right? So earlier, notice we had those supercells in northeast Mississippi at 4 p.m. Not to say this is going to happen, but that's a little bit further north than what we looked at just a few runs ago. 5 p.m., still nothing in northeast Mississippi, northwest Alabama, but that's a heck of a cluster of supercells in southern middle Tennessee from Pickwick Dam, Savannah, over to Waynesboro, Summertown, Etheridge, Lawrenceburg, and Hohenwald area. And then as we get into 6 p.m., yep, that's sliding down into northwest Alabama with a damaging wind, tornado, very large hail threat, again, with round 1. So we'll have to see exactly where that plays out. But if that happens, areas along and south of the Tennessee River for round 1 might be spared. But again, we won't know this until later today when we actually have thunderstorms on radar and we can track them out. They're 7 p.m. moving east into the Huntsville, Decatur, Scottsboro area and moving out of our location. So again, very serious severe weather threat for today. We'll be here in the studio. I will be tracking storms with Brett Adair. He's out in the Memphis area. He's going to be out storm chasing later today. So we're going to be live on his YouTube page. So if you haven't liked that already, go over and make sure you like us as well. Shoals Weather on Facebook. I know I'm streaming this on my personal Facebook channel as well today. I just wanted to be able to get out and try to get as many people aware of the weather situation as I could this morning. So we're streaming this on Twitter, Shoals Weather, and we're streaming this on our YouTube page and our Shoals Weather Facebook page. And like I said, I streamed this on my personal as well. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the chat. Hit us up if you're watching this replay, current time 10:16 a.m. And again, no severe weather ongoing this morning. I don't think we'll have any severe weather threat through early afternoon. It looks like, again, very earliest. And I think we'll be okay through 3 p.m. But I'm going to say 3 p.m. through 8 p.m. primary time frame for round 1. All right. So let's go in quickly and look at that round 2 before we end this severe update. and try to get you a little bit more details on round 2. Like I said, that's overnight tonight. That's when you're sleeping. Make sure you have a way to receive weather information after you go to bed. That's 1 a.m. Big line of thunderstorms moving into south central Tennessee, northwest Alabama. That's 2 a.m. Sorry, I blew through that really quick. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's going to be a noisy night. I may have 2 nights in a row I don't get much sleep because my girls hate the thunder. So it's going to be a noisy night. That 6 a.m. still stormy. 7 a.m. starting to move out. 8 a.m. Guess what? A few redevelopments there to 8 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a stormy pattern through tonight. And look, that's tomorrow afternoon. More showers and storms. Hopefully those will not be severe. So yeah, that's what we're watching currently. Like I said, a couple rounds of severe thunderstorms expected later today. Let's look at the rainfall potential, because one thing I am interested in is how much rainfall we get from those thunderstorms overnight. We do have a flooding threat. Where's my rainfall? Right there. So look at that. Just in the between the round 1 and round 2, this model is spitting out 3, 4, 5, 6 inch rainfall amounts. 4.75 inches just north of Cherokee. 4.5 inches in Colbert County. 2 to 4 inches in the Shoals. But again, it all depends on where those thunderstorms track. If they stay up here, you guys will have the higher rainfall amounts. If they go down here, then you guys will have the higher rainfall amounts. So again, we will not know exact placement until the thunderstorms develop later today. Do we have a tornado threat overnight tonight? Great question. Let's see. Let's go back to our max updraft helicity product. Now remember, that was round 1, okay? Those colors are from round 1 later today. So that's the afternoon round. We've got a few more areas of rotation. Notice how the area in Wayne County lights up around 1 a.m. So yes, we can't rule out a few spin-up tornadoes overnight tonight, but I don't think the tornado threat overnight is as high as what it is this afternoon, just based on the model products. But don't let your guard down. So, all right, I think that's going to do it for this morning severe weather forecast update. Like I said, stay weather aware today. Make sure you go over and watch our Shoals Weather Now channel on YouTube. Streaming 24/7 with current forecast information, watches and warnings, and radar cameras across the area. So a lot of information to digest over there. So after we end this live update, if you're watching us on Twitter or Facebook, go to YouTube, just type in Shoals Weather, and you'll see that streaming live 24/7. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and stay safe.